So I would like to introduce you to... Not gonna read it. I don't have my phone with me, so I'm not gonna translate it. Also, welcome to the crappiest quality of life upgrade that Gaijin put into the game for literally no reason other than to look ugly as sin. I'm pretty sure they did this because service records were getting really laggy, but I don't know why you would need 4 different tabs. It feels so clunky. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's because there's simplicity. Oh my god, simplifying down. There we go. Simplifying down their UI to what they've been doing recently with all the way that they're doing it, and this is what they've come up with. It was something that wasn't even on the dev server, and yet, like, you ask for feedback, and yet you don't follow the feedback of the community anyways. It doesn't matter. So this is our player in question. He's not even that good for the ZTZ96, but you'll see in the first little bit here, he's extremely obvious. Now, you'll notice I've been gone for a while. Now, there's a couple of reasons why. One, work. Real life comes first in pretty much all aspects of life. I've been working 70-hour weeks. And when you work 70-hour weeks, you kind of don't want to do anything else other than eat, sleep, you know, maybe play a little bit. But basically, ever since the KV7 event kind of almost ended, I've been working kind of nonstop. And even before that, I did my KV7 event. That's about as much gaming as I played, and then I would get off because I had a bunch of other stuff to do. And when you work, like I said, 70-hour weeks, you don't have a lot of free time. You're working like 12-hour days. Or longer. So the general idea is that when you work that much, you clearly have no other free time on your hands. And so that was one thing. The other thing is that we were kind of between patches, and as you know with most games, you get into this rhythm of playing... Wow, that's crazy. Shot the ground. You get into this rhythm where you play like a game, and then after a while it gets boring because, holy crap, you cheat and you suck so bad. Like I said, you get into a rhythm where you play a game, you play it for a long enough period of time, and then there's no update, and so you kind of move on to other things, or you get bored and just don't play at all. Mine was kind of a combination of both because obviously I had the, you know, see our Chinese friend was like, what the heck? You get to this point where you are bored of a game, you're waiting for an update. We obviously had 2 dev servers, so obviously the patch was delayed, and I didn't really want to play the game. I've also been playing, you know, Factorio, because Factorio has just been really fun, and obviously if you know anything about factory games or building games like that, you can lose time, like, forever, because I've caught myself playing for like, oh, I'm gonna play Factorio, just gonna build a couple things, and who knows, a couple days or a couple hours later, you're like, oh, it's been like 4 hours or 5 hours, and then, you know, I need to go to bed now. So the general thing is, I am very much an advocate of not maining this game. I do like this game a lot, obviously, because I have, you know, 5,000 plus hours in this game, and it's fun to play. But I cannot see how people play this game only. Like I said, I jump in some of the CC's servers and every now and then just to play the game with other people. But I really don't understand how people only play this game. It's like how I don't understand how people play like World of Tanks or World of Warships only. Like, it just feels extremely boring and extremely, I don't know, I can't really explain it. It feels extremely boring and it feels extremely disingenuous, I guess that's probably not the best terminology for that, but it just feels like, I don't know how you can play a game solely. Like, if you're addicted to it, yeah, it makes sense. You only play that game. Like, if you play World of Warcraft, you only play World of Warcraft because you're addicted to it. And so the funny thing is that this game for me was exactly like that, and then it turned into, you know, oh, I like playing other games because otherwise I'm extremely bored if I don't play correctly, or play, you know, if I play the same game over and over, it just doesn't feel right. Also, he's cheating and he's using missiles. I don't think he realizes that he's using missiles. Or if he is, he's not very intelligent with it. That is not how... Wow, he's insane. Also, I don't understand why people use missiles on this thing when they're... I mean, I know they're a really high pen, but I think it's extremely terrible. So that's kind of it for me. I really don't have much on this. I'm going to bring up more topics in the future, but in reality what it is I'm extremely tired, and the end of the year for me tends to be a lot busier with my work. And it's nice because obviously bigger paychecks near the end of the year when you're coming into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and in reality it's just better to take breaks. I have no issue with the way this game works right now. Obviously there are still cheaters in the game, but I have run into less and less of them recently, because I just think a lot of them are getting bored of the game. I've even talked to a person I know that buys them, because that's, people like to talk with that, and he's saying that there are a lot less people doing it, which is good because it means that people are getting less and less, you know, they're getting bored of cheating in a game that has no, like, objective goal behind it, which is what this game is. There's no incentive to cheat in this game, whereas like other games there is a lot more incentive to cheat. Whereas I know that people that claim that they're selling a whole bunch of cheats, but in reality they're probably selling the same or less because the drive to cheat in this game isn't really there anymore. So it's a good thing because, you know, it's always good to see less of them, because that would mean that it doesn't mean Gaijin's necessarily doing anything, because they really haven't done anything. They haven't even done anything with the whole possible new anti-cheat, but it's good that I'm seeing less of them. And it's even good, like a guy like this, we saw his record earlier, he's complete garbage and doesn't know how to play the game correctly because he's using missiles through like 45 layers of trees. So I'll leave this here. I'm going to keep updating again. I can't guarantee a current schedule right now because, like I said, the latter half of the year for me, at least work schedule-wise, is extremely busy. So I will try to work on some videos if I can and at least get some stuff through them, through my current schedule. But I cannot guarantee it because, like I said before, when you work anywhere from 40 to 80 hours a week, schedules can be kind of hectic. So, as always, if you have a person in question and you want to leave to me, please try to follow the pinned comment below. And as always, I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, night.